guys, it's coffee time. I almost picked up my sunglasses just then. I was like, hey, it's coffee time. Anyway, I really actually do want to take that drink of coffee, so come back here. Delicious. How are you guys? I'm doing pretty good. It's really hot in my room right now. We just had birthday dinner for Mike, so we went to Cheesecake Factory and it was delicious. And there's a dude that works there that we just love. He's hilarious and awesome. And every time we go there, I think I've told you guys this before, but every time we go there, we tell whoever our waiter is, we're like, can you bring us a buttload of bread? And then we see what they do. Like, this one lady was waiting on us and she brought us like one tiny loaf. Normally they give you two, just you know. And we were like, can we get a buttload of bread? And she was like, okay, and brought us one loaf. We were like, you understood this in the opposite way we were intending. And then the dude today that we love, that's hilarious, he came with 2 loaves and he was like, this isn't a buttload, but if you need more, you find me or I'll find you. And we were like, okay. It was really intense. We were like, yes, you. So he did well. But in our minds, we were like, can you imagine if we had that waiter who just showed up with so much bread and was like, I don't know how much a buttload is, but is this okay? We'd be like, you are getting an amazing tip. An amazing tip. There's a place that's nearby that we get delivery from. And there was one time that we ordered food and we were those guys where they were going to be closing in like a minute. Literally, we were putting in our online order when they had maybe 5 minutes left. And it was middle of the day. It was one of those things where it closes at like 3 and then reopens sometime in the evening for the dinner shift, right? So we put in our order at like 12 at like 2:50 something, going, they're gonna hate us. But in the when you order delivery, when you use like seamless.com or delivery.com, they always have a little area where you can put a note there. And when I do it, I always write like, ring the doorbell or whatever. And Mike was the one who was making the order. And so in the little box, he said, sorry, you guys are awesome. And I guess the chef originally was like, no. When he saw that the order came in, he was like, no, we're closing, no. And then he saw the note and went, okay. I was like, Mike, yes! This is a while ago, but it was awesome. And then the dude who delivered it, we gave him a huge tip. And he didn't look at the sheet until he got back to his car. So Mike's like going to close the door, and the guy's about to get into his truck, and he goes, oh, thank you! Thank you! Mike was like, no problem. It was great. It was awesome. We felt so bad. Like, they deserved it for, you know, because that's the time that they're like cleaning and doing whatever else. So, in an earlier coffee video, I complained a lot about this weird siesta time that all of these places have. But the more that I think about it, the more I'm like, it's their time to clean the place, regroup, figure out what's going on, get the new shift of people. It's fine. I get it. I still get upset though when I'm really hungry and there's like a specific thing I'm hungry for and they're closed. I'm like, no. Why would you do this to me, universe? Yeah. Had lunch. A few of the dudes in the office and we all had lunch with Danny Sexbang, and he had never had a hot dog before. And I was like, really? Like, legit? You've never had a hot dog before? And he was like, yeah. I was like, is there a reason? And he was like, no, honestly, like my family wasn't super kosher. We didn't really care about that. It was just most of the time I had an option, hamburger or hot dog, and I know I like hamburgers, and everybody always says that hot dogs, you're never quite sure what's in them. So I've just never had a hot dog, and we were like, we're gonna take you to an amazing place. So we took him to our favorite place that serves like bratwurst and kielbasa and all of that, and we were like, okay, this is your first one. This place makes really good ones, so if you don't like this, they might just not be for you. This might just not be a thing for you. And he loved it. Thank goodness. We're like, what if he just hated it after all this time? What if in his little heart he was like, I can't do it, guys. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I've had friends who have been vegetarians their whole life, so I always try to be sensitive about that. Like, if somebody says, oh, I've never had this thing before, if it's made of meat, I know people who immediately react with, what? How have you never eaten that before? Are you insane? I'm like, whoa, chill out. Some people have just never had meat before. They were raised vegetarian. Like, chill. Coffee, come to me. Allie and I are working on merch stuff. It's gonna be awesome. A lot of stuff with the avatar. Everybody loves that. I get asked a lot who designed that for me. Like, I actually made it for a weird little Space Invaders game way back in the day. And then Allie cleaned it up a lot. Originally, it's like super sketchy because I'm the one who did the original design of it, and then she cleaned it up and I've been using it ever since. But I love it. Love that little thing. So, what am I doing this weekend? There's a birthday happening. Another one, not Mike's, but a different one. And oh, tonight was Fighto Tonito. They did Fight Club at work, but I didn't go because we were eating the foodies. We were saying that because the last potluck, a couple of my coworkers were admitting that the reason that they went to the potluck was because they knew that Street Fighter Cross Tekken was going to be happening. And so we decided that in the future the potlucks are going to be called Fighto foodo. It stopped filming, so sorry about that. I figured out if I haven't reformatted the memory disk in a while, that's when it happens. So I need to be sure that I reformat it often, because otherwise, just out of nowhere, it'll be like, I don't like this. I don't like what we're doing. I don't want to do this anymore. And it just stops. I'm like, oh, okay. No, that's cool. Whatever. Oh well. Anywho, I'm gonna go. But I hope that you guys had an awesome day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah.